Okay, so good morning, class, and this is the audio recording of Sir Jaime M. Miranda, and we are going to discuss another topic about layers of the atmosphere. But before that, let's start a prayer. Okay, then we go for our animal of the day. So it's random. So we got the animal of the day is the tardigrades or the tardigrada. Okay. The tardigrades is also known as mouse piglets or water bears. This animal is on the state of microscopic state. You cannot see it by a visible by naked eye. Okay, you cannot see it unless you have microscope. Okay, so these animals are extremophiles, which they can survive up to extreme conditions, whether it's very hot, very cold, or very extreme pressure. Okay, so for the fun fact about tardigrades is that this is a primal animal, so it survived five extinctions. Okay, the extinction of dinosaurs, the Ice Age, the continental drift, and many more. Okay, and that's our animal of the day. Then let's proceed. Okay, so what was our topic last time? So last time our topic was the natural resources. Okay, the natural resources is a material or element that people use to meet their needs, right? Okay, so there are two types of natural resources. We have the non-renewable energy and we have renewable energy. For the non-renewable energy, the non-renewable energy is a resource can that can't be replaced and depletes over time. Okay, so for the renewable, it can be replaced and do not deplete over time. It's the opposite. So examples of non-renewable, we have fossil fuels, we have coal, we have nuclear energy, we have natural gases. For the renewable, we have solar energy, we have hydropower energy, we have wind energy, geothermal energy, and biofuel. Okay, that's for the renewable energy. So last Friday, we have Catch-up Friday, and you read about Journey to the Atmosphere, right? So it states the five layers of the atmosphere, correct? So before we go to our five layers of the atmosphere, let's talk about the atmosphere first. So an atmosphere is a blanket of gas that envelops the earth, okay? Write this on your notebook, the important terms, okay? Write this, okay? So, it's a blanket of gas that envelops the Earth, which is the atmosphere. This contains 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, and 1% trace gas. The trace gases are carbon dioxide, hydrogen, methane, nitrous oxide, ozone, and many more. So that is the atmosphere. How about the five layers? The first layer we have will be okay, we're gonna fly first, okay, with our rocket. Then the first layer will be the troposphere, okay? So the troposphere is the 75% total mass of the atmosphere, which means it's the 75% atmosphere in our Earth, which means it's kind of largest. And this is the place where people live, okay? It's because the troposphere as contains the gases, the inert gases such as oxygen, carbon dioxide, and I just said the inert gases, right? So it contains also the 99% atmosphere water. So which means it's 99% water vapor, which produce, yes, the weather. It produces weather and cloud formation. It produces thunderstorm, rain, etc. Okay. In the troposphere, the wind flow is constant. Okay. Which means it causes the airplane uh, to cause it cause the airplane that is trying to fly a turbulence. Okay. It's the effect. Turbulence when an airplane tries to fly through the troposphere. And also whether hot air balloons can be found on this atmosphere layer, okay? The height of the troposphere will reach up to 15 to 20 kilometers high, and the temperature decrease as your altitude increase. The altitude is pataas ka ng pataas, okay? Then proceed to the next layer. We have the stratosphere, okay? Which temperature increase as going to higher altitude or maximum height. The total height is 20 to 50 kilometers high, okay? This place has much more stable airflow, which airplanes and fighter jet able to fly safely. Ibig sabihin, wala na daw turbulence, okay? So, the stratosphere is also the location of ozone layer, which protect us from the deadly sun UV rays, okay? The ozone layer protect us from UV rays, okay? If you remember the electromagnetic waves by Sir Roland, the ozone layer protect us from ultraviolet rays, okay? Okay, next we have the third layer will be the mesosphere, okay? The mesosphere will be the barrier of the Earth from the meteors. And also, it is the coldest layer of the Earth which temperature decrease as the altitude increase, okay? The height, which with the height of total of range of 50 to 85 kilometers high. So how does the mesosphere work? When a meteor that has the size of a tricycle goes down to this area, it will start to break down into smaller pieces due to the friction of meteor speed, okay? And also the layer is also cold, okay, which provide another protection from the mesosphere, okay? It will die from the speed and the friction, okay, which hit up the mesosphere, okay? Then, let's proceed for the next layer that will be the thermosphere, okay? The thermosphere is the layer that is closer to the sun and absorb the large amount of solar radiation, okay? It's this one is amount, okay? Amount. It's okay. Okay, this was amount, okay? That absorbs large amount of radiation temperature and it's also closer to the sun. And also the temperature increase faster and much faster as you go far to the earth, okay? The temperature increase if you go far to the earth, okay? With a total the range of height of 85 to 600 kilometers high. So, the thermosphere also has a secret atmosphere. It is called as um, ionosphere, which protect us from also the solar radiation. This one that protects, this is the secret layer, the ionosphere, which protect us from the solar radiation, which creates aurora borealis if it's on the north, or aurora australis if it's on south, or sometimes they are called northern lights and southern lights. Okay, aurora borealis if it's on north, aurora australis if it's on south. Okay, then we have the last. Let me remove the, okay, ay, wala. Okay, okay, let's proceed to our next layer. And the last, we have exosphere, which is the final layer and the exit to the earth. Okay, this atmosphere has zero gravity. and the temperature decrease as reached to this height. Okay. So what is the exit of the Earth? That would be the outer space. Okay. The height is more than 600 kilometers high. Okay. So let's go back to the thermosphere. Okay. Now, okay, for the thermosphere, the object in the thermosphere will be the Aurora Borealis and the International Space Station. If you know the International Space Station, dito tumatambay yung mga astronaut, okay, to observe the Earth, okay, to observe the Earth's movement and weather, okay. So, let's go back to our exosphere where they have different ano. Okay, so for the exosphere, the object that you can be found is the satellite, which is satellites and weather balloons. The satellite is for either communication or weather observation, okay? But mostly it's on communication. Dito nanggagaling yung signal natin sa mga radio, okay? Meron sa baba at meron din sa space, okay? So, that would be about the atmosphere and its 5 layers. So, if you already understand about layers of the atmosphere and the atmosphere itself, let's do a 20 item quiz, okay? I'll send you a forms, okay, for you to answer, okay? So, let's go for your group activity next. So, for your group activity, uh, I want you to role play as a newscaster about the recent thunderstorm within the Philippines, okay? Mag-role play daw kayo ng ano, may taga-balita, merong biktima, merong taga-rescue sa mga nangyaring bagyo sa Pilipinas, okay? So, your deadline will be, okay? Your deadline will be Monday, okay? Monday for 7 dab, okay? Monday kayo, 7 dab. Okay, so that will be our asynchronous video. And again, I am Sir J.M. Miranda and also his audio. Good luck for your summative test and thank you.